Coming up on this week's episode of Nomad Newsreel, it's getting hotter, but there are a few more events to tell you about. Nomad Newsreel starts now. For Nomad Newsreel, I'm James Copeland reporting from my 1975 Winnebago Indian. Thanks so much for joining me today. So we have lots of closings to tell you about because we're pretty much at the end of the season and in Quartzsite things are shutting down. Quiet Times is going to close at the end of March. Reports that they actually have already closed or are getting quite close to it. You probably don't want to be sending any more packages to Quiet Times if you're using them as your primary mode of getting mail on packages. Also, you have the Red Tent at 95 in Maine. They are closing on April 3rd. They sell hardware and some groceries. We also have Discount Grocery Liquidators. They're planning to stay open until mid-April, last I heard. And they are in the Tyson Wells area, and the rest of the Tyson Wells area will be closing at the end of March. There are a few events to tell you about, though, primarily Easter related. We have on Saturday, April 3rd at the Quartzsite Community Center a drive-through Easter event. That's at 295 East Chandler from 10 a.m. to noon. And you can get an Easter treat bag and a picture with the Easter Bunny. Also, area churches in Quartzsite are planning all sorts of events for Easter. It's the big one. And one advertised from the Alliance Church of Quartzsite is going to be on Sunday the 4th. They're going to have a sunrise service at 8 a.m., Easter morning breakfast at 10 a.m., and then a family Easter egg hunt at 10:45 a.m. Also a note that the Quartzsite transfer station will be going on winter hours starting April 1st. They're going to be open Sunday through Tuesday from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Those winter hours will resume on October 1st. And the London Bridge Renaissance Fair and Joust will be happening this Easter weekend, April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. There is also going to be the Queen's Fest and Knights Joust. There's going to be a daily joust and Nights of Mayhem, just a lot of jousts going on. A daily Royal Court activities, the Pirate Cove Children's Area, Living Village and Walkthrough Area. There's shows and entertainment, a full tavern, and more. You can find all the details at LondonBridgeRenFair.com. LondonBridgeRenFair.com, and that is all happening in Lake Havasu City. So that is April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Now let's get a check of Nomad weather. Well, it's definitely been a warm one here today on Monday, but we're going to cool off just a little bit before we heat back up later in the week. This forecast is for Tuesday the 30th through Sunday, April 4th. So here near Baus, we've gotten to the 90-degree mark for the first time really since the start of the year. But that trend is going to keep continuing because we're heading right into April. Starting in Yuma, we'll have a high of 85 degrees going up to 96 throughout the week. So especially as we approach like Thursday and Friday, that's when we're going to really start getting warmer. Lows between 56 and 63. Quartzsite is actually going to be a little bit cooler than Parker. Parker's going to be kind of the warm spot this week. I believe on Thursday we'll get up to 97. So yeah, that's going to really set off some alarm bells for some of you full-timers out there. I'll also note that it's going to be windy in the Parker area and really this whole region on Tuesday. So if you are driving a high-profile vehicle, especially that big RV, you might want to think twice about traveling on Tuesday because that is not going to be a very good travel day. Now in Phoenix, we have highs between 86 and 96, and up in Las Vegas, it's much more mild between 69 and 89. Although, yeah, for some, 89 is still up there. Lows between 52 and 62. So that is your weather for the Southwest this time of year. We are definitely getting warmer and going to have to make some travel plans for a lot of you, especially, yeah, if you're in a tent. Yeah, you're going to want to start thinking about moving along. So that's going to do it for Nomad Newsreel this week. If you'd like to get in touch, the email is radionomad75@gmail.com. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on down the road.